Hello and welcome to the UnDateable Me Podcast. I am your host, the undateable Jimmy Lee Lard, the Sock Snob, and this is another episode of our weekly show that deals with the struggles of relationships and dating. But we don't just talk about the problems, do we?
No.
No, we are on a journey to find solutions, and we do so in a very entertaining and vulnerable way. Although I don't know how vulnerable we are with Holly with this Rocky shirt on. Girl, why you always grab your tatas?
Oh, because usually you say it.
Okay. How about this then? Entertaining because Holly's showing her tatas. There we go. You know what? We should, on the intro, just change it to co-hosted by Holly's tatas.
Right.
Very good. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started in today's episode. This is an interesting question. I am interested in knowing if a body count matters. How many people you've smashed? Is it okay to have a lot? Let's go.
I see you hanging around, but I don't have much to say to you. Don't know what you're waiting for. Guess you think I'm playing with you. Ever since you walked out my door, I changed the locks on me. There ain't nobody getting me. I'm doing fine by myself, and I like it. I've been doing things by myself. You should try it. When we was together, how the did you have me gone? Now I'm by myself, and it feels good to be alone. Come on.
The next part says, I bet you thought I was going to be balled up crying, waiting for you. Shit. No, not I.
My early days. Not no more.
Not no more, okay. All right, so we are talking about body counts, Holly.
Ooh, child.
We're talking about how many you got in the bag. So, does that matter? When you're getting into a new relationship, does your body count matter? Does their body count matter? And then I guess we have to get into, well, I guess in asking if it matters, we have to talk about, well, how many is too many? And then, listen, that goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people were like, so you only been with two people your whole life? What's wrong with you? Or whatever, and listen, we have some folks who came right out of their mama's house and into his house and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So you have folks who, fell in love in high school and whatever, right? And then some folks that just ain't into doing it like that. So Holly, I'm going to start off by asking.
11.
No, that's not what the fuck I was. You did not. Holly.
I'm okay. That's a good number for me.
Okay. Yes, it is. Y'all, listen, I be trying to protect Holly from herself. She won't let me. She will not let me. Shit. I was about to ask, how many do you think is too many or whatever? She came out the gate like 11. The hell? Was not the question.
Sorry.
That's one of those, what's that show, Family Feud?
Oh,
when you ring in before they finish asking the question and now you done said some shit that you like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Let's back up. We're going to fix this. I was not going to ask this, but so Holly, what's your body count? What the fuck?
Well, from the looks of your face, I need to lie to you.
No, it's not the amount. I just wasn't expecting you to say it. I was not ever going to ask you that.
Oh, that's no
Okay.
fun.
Okay, well,
Y'all comment y'all body count underneath in the comments.
they not gonna do it. They not gonna do it.
Y'all scared.
They very much scared. I guarantee. Okay, I put it this way: for my YouTube viewers, go ahead, put your body count in the comments, and then I will make you eligible for our next raffle
Ooh.
in our live.
Oh, that sounds so good.
But if you don't put it in there, I don't want it. You're not in the raffle.
Y'all know Jimmy a researcher. We're going to research how many baby daddies, how many boyfriends. We're going to count on them pictures. So if y'all lying.
No, I'm going to take your word for it. You know. So, but in either case, so you said 11. But my real question was going to be, how many is too many?
Okay. For me, for a man, too many is if you got, let's say, over 20 and the sex is still garbage.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So is that a factor then? So because that's then tied to the result. Okay.
Because you claim to have done all these women. It's like, but it ain't all that. But I think also too many is like, oh, I might be afraid you got an STD or something. Not an STD, but like the kind that you can't get rid of, like a something bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But you can get tested to resolve that.
Yeah.
That
holla at me in 7 days.
To resolve that inquiry.
Yeah.
As to, okay, you said holla at me in 7 days.
If you can't holla at me after 7 days.
What did you say in the polygamy episode? My charts on this bitch. Okay,
yes.
So
I'm very safe.
all right. So, so you said if it's a man over 20, what about for a woman? Not that you're interested in dating a woman, but just your opinion on it.
For a woman, well, let me take the 20 back for a man. I think anything over, cause people is doing it nowadays. I say to me, too many is over like maybe 60. Like 60.
Okay.
For a man over 60. Yeah, for a woman maybe 30. Does
age matter? And I have a follow-up question to both of these. So how is age factoring into that? Because if you have 30, bitch, and you 20 years old, that's different from having 30 and you're 40 years old.
See, that's why y'all gotta watch the last episode. You're gonna have to double back on one of them X's to keep that body count low. Cause ain't no way in the hell you should be 20-some years old with 30 motherfucking body.
Listen, I used to work with this lady years ago, and she was, what was she? She was 19 or 20. She was like 20. I remember she wasn't 21 yet. I know that much.
Okay.
And I remember she had 6 kids. And I was like, how? Bitch, when did you start?
What?
I mean,
6?
and this is not, she had 6 kids. And I know she was not 21. I just don't remember if she was 18, 19, 20 or whatever. But yeah. And now I don't know. Now here's the other thing. That could have been 6 kids by the same guy. Could have been 6 different guys. I don't know that part. I just know she had 6 kids and she was not 21 yet.
She was popping.
I know that because she couldn't go to the club with us one time. This was years ago when I was young. Right.
She couldn't get in.
So I have. So my follow-up question though to you, to get back on track and get off this girl whose name I don't even remember for that matter. Why is there a different number for women than men for you?
Because you know what? I just expect men to be exactly who they are when they want to be it. And it's not all men, certain men, but the ladies have been getting out here nowadays.
Yes.
And they have been very, what do you call it? Like, openly sexual, you know, what I don't give a fuck if you got 100, you know, but I just, lie to me. Please lie to me.
I was going to circle, we're going to get to that part later too. So I think that just goes, in my opinion, to that double standard that we have one set of rules for men, we have another whole other set of rules for women. Now, I it's one of those things.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We have that double standard out there. Where now again, this is a situation where I don't have a dog in the fight of men versus women. I ain't got a dog in that race. Okay. So I don't care. Ultimately, I don't care probably with men either, but nonetheless, there is this double standard where, we have this idea, oh, we expect him to be a dog. We expect him to be, whatever. Oh, but if she do it, she's a hoe, a slut or whatever is almost what it gives. You know? So, and here's the other thing about sex and partners, even though the number of partners you have obviously is going to increase the potential or possibility of getting something or whatever. But again, testing and safe practices, you can have unsafe sex with 3 people.
Yep. And be out of there.
And catch that thing. And you can have protected sex with 20 and not catch it. You know what I mean? And then the other thing with that is when a body count is just a body count. So with the exception, like I said, you may perhaps increase the possibility of catching something or getting multiple girls pregnant in that type of scenario. But literally, you could have a body count of 20 and have only had sex 20 times.
Yep.
You could have a body count of 10 and you busting it open every whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, so when you say, if you've been with 20 people, then I expect you to now be a pro. Well, it could have been 20 times. You could have a person whose body count is 2, but they put it down because whatever, all the other factors, you know. Maybe number 2 was a good teacher. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I think that fall back because my granddad used to be like, he used to call them Jezebels.
Not Jezebel.
My granddad used to be like, a woman can't do what a man can do.
Yes.
A man can lay down with a woman and give her a child and he can get up and go about his business. And
there now, and I think we know that women have shouldered the responsibility of that for a long time. So, and then in this current climate where from state to state, you may not even be able to do anything about it. All I have to say is plan on plan B.
You hear me? And C.
And shit, for me, it starts with Z. Shit, I start before A. But in either case, so, but I want to get back to the numbers. And we'll say for a woman, so in your case, your count was, and by the way, there's going to be some person who says 11. Oh my God, how can, and I don't think we even factor life into those body counts, right? You could have 11 partners over 11 years, and that don't make you a hoe. You could have been with one person that whole year every time or whatever. You know what I mean?
Because 3 of them is a baby daddy, 1 I'm a husband. That take up half of him right there. Right. Shit. So was I really out here, though?
But was I? But was I, though?
Right.
So, and then, like I said, you could have the same situation in the opposite. The number could be lower, but they were sluttier. Okay? So, but again, I'm always curious about, sort of what's perceived, because like I said, a man can have a body count up in the whatevers, who was the basketball player that had, was it Dominique? No, okay, I don't know. But you know what? I know someone who may know. I want to get a male's perspective on this question. I want to get a male's perspective. So I have already taken the liberty to call my boy. Derek, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Derek, let me introduce you to Holly first of all. Holly, say hi to my guy, Derek.
What up, OG, triple OG?
What up, Holly? Hey, baby.
So, So let me first introduce Derek by saying that he is a heterosexual male. So he's over there on the other side with y'all. I told y'all most of my friends are straight. I'm the worst gay person on the planet. I ain't got no damn. I don't have enough gay friends. Anyway, but Derek, I want to get. You've been listening, right, to what we've been saying.
Yep.
And so I'll first ask you for a body count. For a one, don't do what Holly just did and just start spitting out numbers. Shit.
Unless you want to, Derek. Derek, don't let Jenny bully you. You your own man.
Because Holly, I was trying to ask how many is too many. She just came out with how many she had, So, for you, what would you consider too many for a female as a heterosexual male?
As a heterosexual male, I really don't have a number for myself.
No. What? No. What would be too many for her, for you to fool with?
For a woman.
It really ain't none of my business, because it's my turn. I'm just being real.
Long as it's right and tight.
Derek, I love that answer, yes.
It's my turn. I can't expect if I think she fine for somebody else not to think she fine, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody want her just like I want her. So I can expect somebody trying and done it or trying to do it just like me. So I can't even be worried about a number.
Gotcha.
I just got to worry about my slot.
Very good. I can appreciate that answer.
Derek said he finna show all them other numbers up when it's his turn.
Yeah, because, a lot of guys will be like, a lot of people, period, not just guys, I'm sorry, but a lot of people, period, will judge you by that number.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, y'all, pillow talk is a motherfucker. So, y'all are laid up in the bed one night and you just say something like, baby, what's your body count?
I don't know why bitches do that.
Right.
But
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy and Holly. You can't be taking what these people say out their mouth. These are the same people that bare ass public toilet seats. You can't be listening to these damn people.
damn. I hover. He ain't talking about me.
Yes.
I be hovering.
Okay. But that is that conversation.
true.
That's how it starts,
Yep.
right? And then you say a number, whatever your true number is, and now he looking at you sideways.
Yeah.
And Derek, I have a question. Is there a number that would make you look at her and go, damn?
I don't know how I'm gonna measure up.
Honestly, I wouldn't say it out loud, but in my head, I might be like, damn.
Okay. What number would make you say that?
I don't know. I like to start my average at least 7. So I'm thinking about.
So basically, so let me say this.
God damn, you can't go a little higher?
So basically, in a hypothetical situation, Holly is a married woman living the suburban life right now, okay? But, so if you and Holly in some imaginary world were in the bed together and she told you that her her body count, head count is a whole other thing.
Because it's lower than that. Best believe that.
I'm going to leave my head count out. Anyway, and she said her actual number, which remind us, Holly, was 11. Basically, now you've already said you would not say anything in that moment, but in your head you thinking, what the fuck?
Nigga, you gonna start off at 7?
No, not at 11. Not at 11. I'll be like, okay, that's about average. Touche, baby. Touche.
Okay.
Touche, baby. Well, recently, I don't know. The girl that's on the TV show Zeus Baddies and Now That's
shit.
TV, Diamond the Body. She says she's had sex with over 2,000 men.
Oh my God.
Now, see, that's too damn much now.
Oh,
We're
we
doing too much right there now.
We didn't got Derek. We didn't got him a
Now,
number, huh?
Listen,
Yeah, she need a damn exorcism. She need prayer. Okay?
now
And you tell her to put that. And you tell her to put that on the shelf. We don't want no more refurbished cootie out here now.
will it
We good.
stay on the shelf? Listen,
Somebody get
because
That shit beat off the bone. We
listen.
good. At 2,000, you off the bone. You can't cook it no more.
I will say I have been removed from vaginas for a long time. But if memory serves, I don't know if I want it after 2,000 done went through it.
Hey, it's about at 2,000, it's about as useful as that vagina picture in science class in high school.
Okay.
It's just a picture. That's
Right.
all it is. It's just there for picture.
Okay.
That's it. It ain't got no use or nothing.
Ain't nothing left but the outside of
What
it.
Drea, the girl from Basketball Wives, I forget who she's married to. Well, she's with that famous basketball player, some young boy who making all those millions. Derek, I don't know if you watch
I've never watched any
basketball.
of those shows.
Yeah, but she was on Basketball Wives, and what she say? Can't your wholeness? She got on that podcast and was like, "Can't your wholeness be erased?"
Oh,
Derek,
well.
can your wholeness be erased?
Listen, I can answer
I
that
don't
for
know.
you. I can answer that for you. I
That's
say
new.
after 7 years, that slate can get wiped clean.
You know, just like that sounds like your credit shit fall off after 7 years.
Right. So
Now, speaking of that credit thing, I made a video. People was laughing at me about New Year's that you need to make people sign a bone contract for New Year's Eve.
Derek, give us the name of. Is it Dear Damn Fool? What is the name of what is your YouTube channel so people can check you out?
Be a damn fool for real.
Yes, Dear Damn Fool for real with the number 4. Real. Okay, yes. Very good.
You gotta make them. You gotta start making these dudes that want to try out for the team 30-day lease period, a good boning and everything else. After 30 days, you can renew your lease, or you can just go on and do whatever you need to do. Move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, for
You can take them to
women,
court too. Go both ways now. Go both
Yeah.
ways now. So you can.
Now, does a high body count necessarily, we like we mentioned before, don't necessarily make you a pro at it?
that's true.
You could
Hell
be
no.
a lazy lay and just did it many times.
About 2,000, I'm pretty sure you tagged. You seen every move in the book after 2,000 men.
She ain't got no tricks left.
You know,
What new
Hey,
can
can
she
I-
do?
cause we
Can
do
I tell
2
y'all a
moves.
story? We family. We family, right?
Oh, I'm scared now. We family.
I am kind of scared of this story, Derek, but go ahead, tell the story.
It's that 2,000 number that just keep popping into my head. I got a story there. I don't know if it was 2,000, but it sure had to be at least 750.
Oh, okay.
You know how you do the back eagle technique with the legs with the spread? When I say it was like a Route 44 cup, I think she was at least 1,200, 750. That just destroyed. It brought that back into my head right there and there when I kept thinking about that damn number. That woman was woe down like tires.
So it was loose.
Loose ain't even the word.
Oh,
You know when you do the stretch back to the ears, you know when you're looking at your pedicure and your manicure and the ceiling fan at the same time. I ain't trying to be explicit.
See what I'm saying? That's why I be telling niggas, hey, I tell my husband, hey, put my leg down. Because what I say earlier, this shit got to last. Don't be,
right.
no.
Bro,
I only got one of these.
Right. This,
When you say the all-seeing eye, yeah, it was 44 size eye.
but
It was
women,
winking, stinking, for real.
women close back up after, like a couple of days, because if we ain't did it in if me and him ain't did it in like a week.
Yeah, but after
You go back.
2,000.
That's true.
It ain't enough. Look, the old women used to tell y'all to do that vinegar snapback, but it ain't enough damn vinegar in the world. You better use
No, this
muriatic
one was
acid.
red. This one was red. Under construction sign, detour. Yeah.
Oh my God, this should not be this funny.
So
Oh,
Somebody
but
is
it
offended.
stopped me
It's
from the
fun.
mission, though.
You
He
said
didn't stop
what?
me from the mission.
Oh, okay. Well,
He didn't
there's
stop me,
that.
though.
Well, guess what? The nigga after you ain't gonna stop him either.
Right. That
No, I'm
part.
just saying. I was like, damn, this is
Yeah.
a bad party.
This is a bad part.
All right.
So you won't double back on that?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
So, Derek, then what do you think? And again, we know that there's a lot of different factors here, different lifestyles or different way you've come up and different folks you deal with. You may have been in a fraternity, you may not have. You may have been a club person, maybe you were not. For a dude, just in your opinion, not that you're interested in dudes, but for a dude, what do you think? Say we got a guy that's 35 years old. What do you think a good body count should be for him to still be a respectable man?
About 30.
About 30. Okay.
So he knocking that bitch down every year since he was 5, huh?
Well, I'm sure it started after that. But even that number, you really ain't looking at more than 2 or 3 a year. So that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. I'm just saying.
Holly, you really think it go like that? You
I'm
had
just-
your bad months and your good. That shit like football season. You got time off. Yeah, they like you hitting and stroking and gunning down the
That's
grassy
true.
knoll every damn weekend. That shit got some off time.
Yeah.
We gonna be for real.
And honestly speaking, and this is where kind of that double standard comes in, because that's not a bad number
That's
for a
not.
woman if you really think about it. If you're looking at once you turn 18,
Yeah.
and then by the time you're about 35, and that's just 2 or 3 people per year that you fooled around with. I almost said fucked around with because
Yeah.
my language is horrible. But 2 to 3 people that you fooled around with and all, that's not terrible. But we will write them off as hoes.
It's not. And just people
Not
having
me, but-
threesomes now and foursomes and all type of things. So
Yeah.
you already killed 2 in the bedroom on that one night. So
Well, then there's that.
yeah.
So yeah, but again, I think there's that double standard out there, and that was the reason why I wanted to make sure I asked the question separately about women versus men, because we have different answers for those two.
And not only that, I think that women, I think the reason why the number is like that, I think sometimes women will, because guys will fuck anything they see.
See, and
I
see,
think
listen,
they will.
that
No,
is
no, I
another
can't go
one
with you
of
on that
those
one.
things.
I think women are a little more.
I think now what
protective
I
of who
will
they
say
give it
this,
to.
I think that a lot of women think that,
Oh, really?
but that is
You
listen,
sure do. And y'all false.
Right. So I've had straight male friends my whole life. And yeah, it ain't that.
What if I'm not saying that they intentionally go out to want to do that with it, but if a girl just there and she like, oh, I'll give you some, he might be like, all
Let
right,
me
I'll
tell
take
you.
it.
Listen, I've seen so many of my friends turn down females like, no.
What?
But a lot of women, I think, have that idea that men will just screw anything with a hole, right? Or any woman with a hole, right?
Yeah.
It's no different in this. I'm going to take us left a little bit. It is no different from this idea that, I'm gay. And I'll have over the years, I'll have like some random straight dude go, was you looking at my ass? Why? It don't look worth shit to me, whatever.
Right.
But it's like, do you think that every time I see a man walk by, I want to have sex with him? No.
Right.
Same thing, just like with women. There are men who walk past you. You don't just start salivating and your panties got to get changed. So why do you think it doesn't go the other way? I think we believe that the hormones and, testosterone is just so strong that it drags us down the street sniffing.
Maybe it got to do with the age then, because I didn't saw some niggas fuck something that they had no business
And there are
doing.
some women who have done the same thing.
They had no
business.
business.
So I think the number is no different from men than women. I think
That's true.
there's just as much discretion.
Yeah. as long as you're being safe, guys.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Let me be very clear when I say this. I don't care how many folks you fooled around with. It don't make my mortgage go up or down. You know, it don't change how much is in my wallet. It ain't my business. What you eat don't make me shit.
Yeah, man.
So I think we have this Karen type approach to too much stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, a Karen is just somebody that is that just cannot get out of other folks' business.
Right.
And what you do in the bedroom has nothing to do with me. So, you know, now if for you that's an important factor in a relationship and you are asking that question to somebody, then that's a whole other thing.
Right.
Now, my suggestion to you, now this is just me. Now, I do believe that all relationships should be built on honesty. Mm-hmm. I do.
Yes.
But if you are the person Derek was just talking about with the 2,000 body count, bitch, lie. When they ask you, bitch, you say something like 6.
Yo, something safe.
Right. So, you know, but that's just me. Or go the honest route. They say honesty is the best policy, but I have a feeling you're going to see him starting to back away a little bit.
I'm cool. I think I'm okay on this.
He ain't going to ever lick that peach again.
That is a no-go.
You don't think some men see it as like a challenge and be like, I'm gonna go ahead and do
2,000, that's a marathon race. That's the New York Marathon.
Y'all can look this girl up. People is doing her though. People is still doing her after she's admitted to this 2,000.
You know,
that's because she's a freak.
What was
men like freaks?
What was the girl's superhead? Corinne something.
And
like
they knew she wrote that whole book.
Even before that, she was known. She was called Superhead. Hell. So, but people was like, why? I want to see what that do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to see now. Right now. Have you heard the stories? Have you read the book?
Yeah, I read the book.
Yeah.
Man, look. Never mind. I ain't even gonna talk about this right now. Never mind.
But you know what? People say she had a lot of charm.
Now I can't write one of those books as far as the number of people. I can't do that.
She's a snake charmer.
But I could teach classes on how to. But no, my body count by the way is low. So remember I told you in one of these episodes I skipped my whole phase. Right, I was busy raising a child, building a career, doing this, whatever, being Mr. Goody Two Shoe.
So you never tell us your body count?
Now my dumb ass is sitting here saying, you know, I should have had that whole phase.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, you should have got some good hoeing in between there now.
Yeah. But Holly keeps trying to convince me that it's not too late for me.
It's not too late.
She keeps saying that it's
They're telling me it's not too late.
You better get out there and sell some of that wing on the weekend. We got mortgage payments and shit. Dude, we in off mid-40s and 50s and shit. And
I retired early. I could use that extra money. So, you know, but anyway.
Oh.
So.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Y'all are cracking me up. Anything else any questions for Derek, Holly?
Have you ever asked?
I know you got one. Come on, give me one.
Yeah. Have you ever asked? Are you married, Derek, or are you just you out here right now?
No, I'm married.
You married?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever asked your wife or wondered what the body count would be? Or you just like, I ain't gonna set myself up for that?
No, I just don't care. Like I ain't never been that type of guy.
Good.
We need more than that. We need more of that.
I like that. What else you got?
I'm just saying, it just ain't never been that's just weird. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Some people would look at it like that, but there's some people who are curious. And then, unfortunately, sometimes that'll be followed up with, but I'm the best though, right? First of all,
I got to lie.
Women, let me give you this advice from a homosexual. You always answer in the affirmative to that question. Make that man think he got the best wang dang doodle on the planet. You can in your head laugh. You can get on the phone with your girls next week and laugh or whatever. But make that man feel good about himself. Don't hurt that man's feelings if that's the one you're going to be with for the rest of your life.
If I'm gonna be with him for the rest of my life, yeah. But if he one of my hoes, I'm lying. I can't wait to leave this shit. This shit was garbage. I ain't never calling you again. Delete my number.
Right, that's different.
Fellas out there in TV land do not believe that shit. Okay?
I swear to God, I got people that are vouch.
You are not the man. You are not the man. Especially if she had a baby. If it ain't the size of a newborn baby head, boy, you ain't doing number 2.
What?
Well, then there's that.
Damn. You mean to tell me I done watched you push babies out of this and I'm doing something? I might be okay, but ain't that damn okay.
That don't happen all the time.
The baby situation is a little different. I'm talking about your pelvis gets displaced and shit opens up, but it closes back up. It ain't gotta be the size of a baby.
Oh, I see what it can do.
It's magical.
You've seen its potential.
No, you put my head up some other way. Okay. I don't need that.
You don't need that.
Very good.
That's what, if I need that, that's what Viagra for.
But listen, no. The reason why I say it, not for that, but the reason why I say lie, men will be in their head about that shit for the rest of their life behind that. So I say, listen, don't put that man through that.
A man know, I mean, he know if he doing a good job or not.
Right.
Like, we're going to let you know.
Yep.
Let me tell y'all something. That man been walking around with that little ass Johnson his whole life. Let's stop lying to that man.
Yep.
He been peeing on his balls for 30 years.
Right.
He know he little.
And that's why he gonna make up for it with some good time.
And by the way, there are some women who don't care about the size. My thing is this.
Me either.
You only got the one you got.
Yes.
You ain't getting another one. You can't go and get a coupon every 10 years to upgrade.
Well, women can.
No.
Right. No,
we
I'm
can get our
men.
coochies tighter.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about men. That thing you got is the thing you gonna have. So, hey, use it. And like Holly said,
if not, you better speak up to the mic and start freestyling.
that part.
Right.
So
that get the reaction every time, on time.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, very good. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Derek, and giving us a straight male's perspective. My perspective ain't worth a shit in this conversation.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Your perspective count too. We ain't leaving your ass out. When they say men ain't shit, I'm counting your ass.
That's true. Listen, I'm here with you. I believe it. Yes, I am. That's why we got this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because it applies to both. So, yeah. Now, before I go, I will say this too about Derek. I say this about. There are a few people I can say this about. As a gay dude coming up in the ranks or whatever, even before I came out and then after I came out. I'm one of those people. I watch and observe everything, and of course, I watch how people treat me and whatever. Mm-hmm. And Derek has always been one of those people who has been kind to me when he did not have to be. Because there have been people who have not been kind to me or whatever. So Derek's, he said, "Fuck y'all." Actually, one person that went to high school with us, Derek, the worst things that have ever been said to me in my life was said to me by somebody in high school. But anyway, so called me the F word and everything. But anyway,
look at the camera and be like, "Look at me now!"
Right. And every time somebody, I ain't gonna even say
Derek ready to slap
Listen,
for you.
Every time they bring up his name, in the back of my head, I be like, "Fuck that bastard!" I hope we don't ever see his ass again. I hope his career sank. I hope his wife left him. I hope
and she got 2,000 bodies.
I'm joking. And she got 2,000.
You know me. I love being in the shit. I thought some shit.
That's one reason why I ain't telling you.
That's the shit they did. I thought some shit.
But Derek has always been supportive. I remember when I finally came out or whatever, and I did some post or whatever, Derek was one of the first people. He was like, "Fuck them if they don't like it or whatever." So I do appreciate that, Derek. So,
man, you know, I always got your back, bro.
I appreciate it
Aww.
and love you for it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So again, we were talking about body counts. How many is too many? How many is not enough? I think obviously it varies for different folks. I think that some people care, some people don't. And really, nobody should. What happened before you? You can't hold that. Let me tell this real fast. Now, this is real. This is what I'm telling a story about one of my best friends, somebody you know, Holly. People will hold you accountable for shit that happened before you ever even met them.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy, right? And the same thing with a body count, obviously, right?
Yeah.
You know, you are holding something against them that didn't have. We were on a cruise, and somehow we brought up my friend's girlfriend from like when he was a teenager. Mind you, at this point, we in our late 30s or early 40s or something like this. His girlfriend got so mad about some shit when he was 17, 18 years old. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, some people
Are you okay?
Right. And when I tell you she was heated, we were like, bitch, why do you care? He didn't know you.
Right. She was young.
So, yeah, she
That's
was
what it was.
young. So my point is, you know, why do we care about what happened before we met? Like Derek said, I'm in the spot now.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters. So
If I'm rocking your world right now, just be glad it's getting rocked.
Indeed. All right.
That's it. Fact.
So I just want to remind everybody to subscribe to our channel, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Please comment. Remember that, listen, comment your body count if you want to be included in the next raffle on the live, all right? And remember that our membership is now open. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to go ahead and let you go now. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Derek.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.